My name is Noah Weiss. I'm a product manager here at Foursquare. I focus on things related to personalization and large-scale data analysis. And before that, I was working at Google for 2.5 years. I think probably the most interesting thing is seeing how people are just starting to introduce social data into the personalization landscape. So for many years, people have been using just personal data based on your own personal preferences and tastes. And now I think people are trying to actually introduce what are the tastes of your friends, what are the things that your friends have done that might influence what you would be interested in, and see how you can mix both the personal and the social. Yeah, I think in the future what's going to happen is that there are going to be more and more services where there's no single experience for every user, where every user will have essentially a different experience. And even 5 or 10 years, I imagine the New York Times might have a completely different set of stories depending on who you are. So really, as there's more data that users are comfortable sharing and more data from their friends that services are able to access, I think the kind of visible benefits of personalization will probably kind of win out and take over a lot of the experiences on the web today. And there won't be any objective truth experience anymore. It'll all be basically a personalized experience where everyone will have a very different lens on whatever service they're using. Yeah, so I think there are 3 things that are really important in what we think about when we're designing personalized services here at Foursquare. First is that you really need to encourage users to provide data that you can use for personalization, so showing them why the data they're providing actually winds up being improves their experience on the service. The second is that you really need to set the expectations right for how smart your personalization is. And I think when these, whatever it might be, are coming from a machine, you need the users what it'll be. And the final thing is that you need to make it very clear what inputs you use in the personalization, the recommendation. Obviously, still have concerns about privacy. So I think the more transparent you are as a service, saying here's exactly what data went into us recommending whatever we're giving you, it makes users more comfortable and actually helps them understand why that recommendation might be useful. I think people should come to this panel because the future of personalization is definitely looking like something that's going to be spreading, and more services will be advantage of these kind of techniques. There's more and more data available to base these techniques on, but there's a lot of different paths you can go on for how to actually implement different types of personalization approaches. There's tons of privacy concerns that people should be aware of while designing those services. So as people use more personalization, I think this panel should hopefully provide some useful insights into what's the best approach to kind of balance the utility you can give to users and also the privacy concerns as users might have.